Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Dorohedoro episode number 2 reaction. Okay, the previous episode, it was the beginning of the show, and we get to know the characters. We have Kaiman, I think that was his name, and Nikaido. Kaiman is someone who got experimented on by a mage from another world. Now, this whole show has a very interesting setting where this place, I think this place was called Hole, and like magicians from the other place, some from other world, comes through a door, comes to this place, experiments on people, and just leave. And it's like some kind of a testing ground for them. And the people who get experimented upon, they become this, like, like these type of creatures, like anthropomorphic creatures. And Kaiman became this crocodile alligator type of a being, and his original self is apparently inside of him. So he goes around hunting for the person who did this to him, uh, and puts his mouth inside of him so that the person inside of him can get a look at him. Like, it's very weird, like, like it's so, like, crazy. There's a lot of, like, mystery as well. For example, Kaiman doesn't have many memories of it. That means, if he's trying to find the person, and a lot of other stuff. So that's Kaiman. And then we have Nikaido, who is just someone who helps out Kaiman. We don't really know what type of relationship they have. They just, I'm guessing they're just friends, and she's just helping him out. We don't know the details, but she has like a diner where she makes gyoza, and Kaiman frequents there, and she helps him out. So yeah, like that's the whole thing. So a lot of things happen. We met a lot of characters. There was that one kid who went back to, I think his name was N, who was like their boss, and the boss was like, we need to get Kaiman because he is special. Magic doesn't work on him. So they're targeting him now. Not only that, we also got Kaiman. Kaiman got involved in a certain situation where another magician, like, trying to get to see whether this is that person, he ended up tearing off the person's face. And it's like, like too many things are happening at the same time. Nikaido also got attacked. She also got almost transformed, but Kaiman killed the person who did that, so the transformation reverted back. So yeah, like, for a first episode, it was very eventful. So let's see what happens today in this episode. Let's begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it whichever is the preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah, these guys. What the hell is going on here? Yeah. Hmm. Noi, that's her name. That's a girl, right? I'm not sure. This might be N. Crab feet. Wait. Okay. This opening is something. Like weird ass creatures running about. The beginning, okay. Inside the garbage bag. Not here? Oh, here's your lunch. I'm not feeling well. Or is it because of the transformation that happened? Hmm. Oh, wait, what? Really? Comes from the clouds of the magic gas. Oh, damn. Oh, they're playing. Wow, that's what they were doing. They're playing Hanafuda. Yeah, he's very happy. He's got a raise. Right. Nice. Oh. Yeah, I'm eating. Yeah, bro. Oh my god, there's something in it. It's moving. Whoa, is this someone's? Damn. These guys are just. Damn. He something's like something's wrong with his. He's like grabbing his chest. In the previous episode, we also saw. Like he's also wearing a heart mask, which is interesting, and he always grabs his chest. So, does he have some kind of problem in his heart? Oh, die. Huh. Left him for the end. Wait, wait. They're saucer. Wait, I didn't. These guys are sorcerers. I didn't. I thought they were also. I don't know what I thought. I thought they were also like people who got transformed or something. But okay, never mind. Yeah, he's a head. I'm pretty sure. Okay, we didn't see how he looked like. Heartbeat. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, but it was someone else's like. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so these guys are ends people. Okay, I don't know. I thought of. All right. Oh, that person. The one my face kind of like ripped out. Hello? Oh my god. Right. Hmm. Oh my god. That's why he's like all. Damn. All right. Oh, that ABC. That's her name. Huh. What's happening to? What the? What type of a dress is this? I'm so confused about so many things. Like, what is even happening to this show? Oh my god. Right. What type of a? Yep, that was a girl. I was like, the voice is very feminine, but it could be like, like a guy with a feminine voice, but yeah. What what type of tea party is this? Wait, what? He just wants to eat. Fair enough. Probably related to Kaiman. Yeah, yeah. It's Kaiman, definitely. Damn! Wait, what? Oh, she can do that? Lizard magic. They're gonna transform into Kaiman and yeah. Okay, kind of. Yeah. What the hell is going on? Also, these two were actually trying to. Oh my god. Yeah, you make others into mushrooms? That's your power? Whoa, oh my god. Stop! Nah, man, that is ridiculous. Imagine. Yeah, you're the one to say. Well, he also got, yeah, I guess, experimented on. Oh! Oh, really? Oh! Stop that! Nah, man. I was gonna say, it's probably because of that. Hmm. Oh, there you go. Oh boy. Well, makes sense. Supermarket. Food too. Okay. Oh, good enough. Okay. Well. Oh, yeah. They were waiting. At the beginning you saw them, and she yeah realized that probably. What the hell? Wait. Oh my god. Yeah, she can fight. We saw that in the previous episode. What the hell? How strong did you kick him that the eyeball went? What? Okay, this show is something else. I just this. Hmm. Hmm. Oh my god, what's happening here? Oh, I was wondering the name. Like, wait a minute. Okay, I'll talk about it later. Oh my god. Oh, this is acupuncture needles? Crazy. Oh, we're actually seeing his full body now. Wait, did he eat him as a whole? Alright. Well, I don't think you should. I don't think you should make a ruckus over here. It's just. Oh, you're the acupuncturist. Um, I don't think it will, but you know. What? Needle fortune? Bad is going to happen to your heart. That guy will probably come. You know the guy who the with the heart mask. What? It is kind of changing, but oh, what happened? He just shed skin, bruh. Well, he's a lizard. Oh, wait, he has a special door for him? Yeah, when the acupuncturist said that something happened to your heart, he was meaning this. This guy is somehow related to a heart because I don't know, but I'm guessing his magic has something to do with heart. Hmm. Okay, I have so many questions. Like it's just not questions, but like you know, it's like a bit confusing now and then. What's going on? Hmm. Right, and that was today's episode. Okay, so we had in today's episode we get to meet these two characters properly. The new characters, Noi. The girl's name was Noi, and the other guy's name was, I've forgotten what his name was. But those two. I don't know. In the previous episode, I thought they were actually like beating up. Like, I guess it makes sense because they were beating up sorcerers. So I thought that they were actually in this side. Like, they were also part of the whole, and they were also being experimented upon. That's why they have a grudge against sorcerer and they're beating them up. But turns out they were beating up the sorcerers for a reason. They're ends people, and like uses them to take out sorcerers who probably go out of line or do stuff. Yeah. So he's like he that's why he was beating up the sorcerers. Now, because he is N's person, N told him to go and take care of Nikaido and Kaiman, and now they are trying to get us. Now, we don't really know what exactly their powers are, but from what I could understand, the guy's power has something to do with hearts, and that's why the acupuncturist also said that, oh, something's going to happen to Nikaido's heart. And yeah, so that's what we know. Noi, we still don't really know what she does. All we saw was her beating up people, you know and that's it. But I think we'll probably get a proper understanding of their powers when we see them face off against Nikaido and Kaiman. But against Kaiman, magic doesn't work. So that is why when N said that, the dude was like, okay, now we are talking. So I'm guessing even though he's a sorcerer, he probably likes fighting barehanded. Like, yeah, something like that probably. And that's why usually, like, he fights using magic, but this time this is an exception. So he's like, oh, this should be fun. So something like that, I'm assuming. Now, yeah, so that's basically the whole situation. Now, there were a few other things that happened today. First and foremost, we get to see the girl whose face was, you know, taken out by Kaiman. She is not okay. I don't know what exactly happened to her, but she's kind of unstable, you can see. Like, not only her face, but she's also acting a bit weird. And I don't know why N told her to be dressed up like that. I have no idea if there's a bigger meaning or a significant reason behind that, or that was just whatever. So I have no idea. But anyways, she also came with like with the guy, and like I said, she's acting a bit weird. Like, she's like, because she wasn't like this, right? When we saw her back in the first episode, she seemed pretty normal. And then Kamen took out her face, and now she's acting in a very like erratic manner. So is this some kind of side effect of her face getting ripped off? I don't know. Or was she like this from the very beginning? Who knows? Like I said, there's so many things that is just so weird and confusing that I just cannot wrap my head around what's going on. Like, I cannot understand what is supposed to be a joke or what is supposed to be actually some legitimate thing. Like, because there's so many things that seems like it's just a joke, but then in the end we realize, like, no, this is really, this is legit. Legit. So yeah, anyways, yeah, so that is those two guys. Now, we also got to see a little bit of N in action. N basically makes people into mushroom, which is interesting, and he eats those mushrooms, so that's even more interesting. And not only that, she feeds his guests those mushrooms as well, which is just fantastic. Right. Now, while all of this is happening over there, we have Nikaido and Kaiman trying to track down more sorcerers, as we see, and in the end, they come to this acupuncturist. So again, there's so many things that I don't understand. I have no idea what this place is. It looks like a bar, and I don't know. So this is just like, and you know what? I have no idea. There's so many things in this show that I just cannot understand. But you know what? I feel like little by little everything will make sense. Like, for example, this time the characters also act so weirdly. For example, you can see Kaiman goes and eats that guy, and he's like, "Oh, what did the person inside me say?" And the person inside was like, "Oh no, he's not this person." And then Kaiman's like, "All right, I'm gonna kill you." And he's like, "Oh wait, wait, wait. Before killing me, like, well, no, don't kill me. Let me tell you guys, like, give you your acupuncture." And he's like acting as if they're friends, and I'm like, "Bro, he literally tried to kill you a few moments ago, and you're like all chill with them now." Oh my god. But yeah, also, what another thing. So this sorcerer just lives here? Like, what's going on here? Aren't they supposed to be here to aren't they supposed to be here just experimenting on people and then leaving? So I'm guessing he never left. He just stayed here, right? Again, like I said, so many questions. Like, I'm assuming this guy probably, for some kind of a reason, just stayed here, didn't leave, and he like does these acupuncture and stuff. And yeah, I guess that's what it is. Right. You know what? I feel like the best thing to do for this show is just keep watching. I feel like everything will make sense by the end, because there's a few shows like that which doesn't make at all any sense at the beginning, but little by little it just all comes together. I'm assuming it's something like that. But not to say that nothing makes sense. There's a lot of things that obviously, like, and I understand the basic plot of the show. Basically, they're trying to find out this sorcerer, and N is also trying to find out this sorcerer, and to do that he's trying to hunt down Kaiman, because Kaiman is the one who this sorcerer transformed. So he's trying to hunt down Kaiman to get more info from him or something like that, I'm assuming. His target isn't really Kaiman. His target is a sorcerer, behind Kaiman, which in a way I feel like that kind of aligns with our goal as well, right? Like, yeah, because I in no way in the story, like, in these two episodes, we've seen him actually try to target Kaiman because he wants to attack Kaiman or kill him or something like. He's trying to get to him because he's interested in the sorcerer behind him. So I'm just thinking, like, there's no need for us to kill each other, right? We can just work together, because Kaiman wants to find that guy, they also want to find him. So I feel like the goals kind of intersect pretty nicely. Yeah, but then again, will they be able to work together with a sorcerer? Because at the end of the day, sorcerers are the one who's the reason for all of this nonsense happening here in the hole, right? They're literally just coming here, doing the experiment, and dumping the people here and just going about their own way. So at the end of the day, these people should be hated by every single person in the hole. Yeah, and you can see Kaiman immediately, whenever he encounters a sorcerer, he immediately kills him after, like, showing the person inside of him the face. So yeah, that's another thing. Anyways, let's wait and see. For now, like, these guys are trying to hunt us down, so I guess we'll have to deal with that first. And the acupuncturist fortune used the fortune telling and told Nikaido that her heart will be in danger. So yeah. Okay, right. And yeah, there you go. That was today's episode. Now, oh, another thing I forgot to mention is that at the beginning you could see Noi was not Noi. Sorry, what was her name? Nikaido. Nikaido wasn't feeling okay. It was because of the rain, and during that time they revealed something crazy. So where's that section? Apparently, the rain is. Let me read. So don't worry, I'm fine. So it's cold and rainy today. Um, do you know? It doesn't rain in the sorcerer's world. Okay? Then the rain that falls in the hole comes from clouds of the magic gas they use. Right. Okay, that's what the black suit in the rain is. It's harmful, obviously harmful, since it's kind of magic. I guess that's why Nikaido is not feeling okay because of the rain. I guess because was getting affected by it. For Kaiman, it doesn't matter because Kaiman doesn't get affected by magic. As you can see, he literally was just running about in the rain, so he doesn't have any trouble. But for all the other person, I guess it's probably harmful. That's why Nikaido wasn't feeling okay, I think. I don't know. I'm assuming that's the thing. But yeah, that's a crazy reveal. So the rain here is basically because of the from the gas, magic gas that they use on the other side, and that falls as rain over here. Interesting. Okay. Right. Now, another thing I don't understand here is, did they reveal why those guys are like, Noi and the other dude, they were hunting down those sorcerers. Like at the beginning, I was under the wrong impression. I was like, oh, they're actually against the sorcerers. But then little by little, we realized that they are actually working for N. So they are actually fighting the sorcerer on the orders of N. So I'm assuming these sorcerers did something wrong. Did something like bad, and something so bad to cross N, and that's why they are hunting them down. Oh, I just realized something. Oh, that's just a little in the record player, the vinyl record player. It's written Dorohedoro and Mappa. I was like, oh, I was thinking, oh, this Dorohedoro is actually some kind of a thing, but no, they're just like a title dropping, dropping the title and the studio over there. Okay. Yeah, so the reason why they're we don't use magic on those who aren't sorcerers. Right. Again, right, I don't know. The okay, wait a minute. You know what? I feel like the section where we see N talking to that guy. Okay, so he was talking to him. N. Shin's magic can tear anything apart while keeping it alive. Okay, so the guy's name is Shin. So his power is that tear anything apart while keeping it alive. So you're still alive, but you're torn apart. Your body parts are still alive and well. And the guy says there are many out there after your head. Again, they don't really explain why they were hunting them down. Like he says that, oh, tell us everything if you want to live, and he's like, oh, like there's so many people wanting to get. Yeah, so again, it's not really clear why exactly is N hunting these sorcerers down. So I guess like maybe it is something related to that sorcerer again, that same sorcerer that Kaiman got attacked by. I do wonder if that's the case. Anyways, but yeah, that part isn't clear. I was trying to figure out if like we know why he was hunting down sorcerers. Yeah, by using Shin and Anoi. Um, so I guess we didn't really get the answer properly there. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Either way, for now, like N has ordered Shin and Noi to go and deal with Kaiman and Nikaido. And when they were like, "Oh, is he strong?" So that is when N was like, "Yeah, he magic doesn't work on him." So as soon as he said that, he was like, "Oh, that's fun," because you could see like he probably just like bashing people's face in, you know, just like normal fighting without using magic. It probably makes him more entertained by doing that. So he was pretty happy about the fact that, like, yeah, he doesn't need to use magic because magic won't work on him, so he cannot use magic. So he's like, you know what, this should be interesting. Um, so yeah, these two are pretty strong, you can see. But yeah, let's see what Kaiman can do, because for now at least Kaiman seems pretty damn strong. Like magic doesn't work on him, and he's pretty tough as well. You could see Nikaido. I'm not really sure because Nikaido did get attacked, and she did get. If you remember in episode 1, she almost got transformed, but I guess she got caught off guard back then. Today's episode, however, we saw how strong Nikaido is as well. But she's just an ordinary human, right? So I don't know how much she can, like, like, mm, like fight and keep up with Kaiman. That's the question. Like, but she's pretty strong, like you can see, like, she just in today's episode she easily took those few out. Even in the previous episode, against a sorcerer, she was actually holding herself pretty well. Like, she kind of broke the fingers so that he cannot make like signs to attack. So yeah, even against sorcerers, she's pretty strong. She can keep herself. Yeah, but I do wonder, how did she, like, like, get this amount of strength? Like, it's like some kind of superhuman strength she has. Like, you know kind of crazy. Again, I have no idea how she can just, like, like, how she's that strong, because yeah, she's not even trying. Like, I'm thinking, is she like, no, she is not. I was going to say, is she like Kaiman? Like, maybe she is also kind of a transformed human, maybe. But no, I doubt that, because in this first episode, there was, like, she did get transformed. So if she was already transformed, that wouldn't work on her, I'm guessing. So yeah, so I'm guessing she's just an ordinary human. Like, yeah, interesting. So that's why I'm kind of curious to see what is going to happen, because Kaiman can hold her own on his own, pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he can do that. Nikaido, I'm not really sure about it. But you know what? Let's wait and see. Okay, now what else? Yeah, I think that was it. That was today's episode. Okay, you know what? Let me just look at the fighting. Yeah. So yeah, Nikaido, when she was fighting today, you can see first she uses the skateboard to bash one person's face in, then she dodges the spear, grabs it, just breaks it like this. Again, she's physically very strong. And then she kicks the face so hard that the eyeball goes out. That is insane. And then she destroys the eyeball. Right, and then she just slices off the upper part of the head. And yeah. Crazy. Okay, and that was today's episode. Good episode. Quite confusing again, but I wouldn't call it confusing, because everything does make sense. But the thing is, there's so many questions I have. But yeah, it's just one of those shows where I guess we'll have to wait, and it'll reveal itself eventually. Um, but one thing I'm pretty sure is that, like, not pretty sure, but they themselves have established it. N is trying to find the sorcerer as well. Don't know exactly why, but he's trying to find that sorcerer as well, and that's why he's trying to hunt down Nikaido. Not Nikaido, sorry, Kaiman. And yeah, and that is why currently Shin and Onoi are here to fight us. That's pretty obvious. Kaiman also is trying to find that sorcerer so that he could kill the sorcerer. I'm assuming that he can get back his normal face. The big mystery behind who the hell the person is inside of him is still a mystery. We don't really know. Like, yeah. And so many things, like, related to Kaiman is still a mystery. So yeah, that's another thing. As for the other things, like, like that guy, what was his name, who was with Ebisu, him and Ebisu, I'm not really sure about what's going on with her, because she seemed a little bit unstable today. I'm not sure if it's because her face got taken out. Maybe it's like some kind of side effect of that. But she was acting a bit like, kind of like a mad person today. She was just running about and doing some random stuff. So yeah, that's another thing. Right. And yeah, obviously N is trying to hunt down that sorcerer, so that's another thing. Okay. So yeah, there you go. That was today's episode. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, we resume with Shin and Noi fighting, and you can see Shin was just physically hurting them using the hammer. Later on, we get to know why. As he said, he doesn't use magic against people who cannot use magic. So, you know, he was hunting them down. Noi was also doing the same. Okay. Next, we get to see Kaiman comes in. It's raining, and Kaiman gets to know that Nikaido's not feeling okay. And we also get to know the origin of rain here. It's basically from the magic clouds that are formed in the other, by the sorcerers. That comes down as rain, and that is why there's traces of magic in it, and it's harmful for other people. That is also probably the reason why Noi wasn't feeling okay today. Kaiman, however, he's fine because magic doesn't work on him. And then we have a head, given to Kaiman to burn it. So when going to burn it, he realized that the head actually was speaking. So he talks to the head. Where's that part? Yeah, he talks to the head and he's like, "Oh, you must hate us sorcerers, right? So can you just burn me?" And he does that, and ultimately he thanks him. And yeah, obviously you can understand this head was probably from one of those sorcerers that what's his name, Shin or Noi, decapitated. Yeah, and just threw it over here in the hole. And Kaiman was like, usually I kill sorcerers, but I don't know why I don't like this. Now I'm assuming it's probably because of the fact that this person here, this head, was also a victim, similar to him. Like, yeah, this cursed guy might be a sorcerer, but at the end of the day, he's also a victim, like just killed and thrown about in a random place by some other people, and he's just a victim like that. So, which I guess that's probably what Kaiman kind of sympathized with, because technically he's also the same. He's also a victim of this experiment that happened on him, and he is helpless to do anything against it. Like, he's trying his best to find out who the person is, but he's helpless. So this person in front of him, this head in front of him, was also a similar. Yeah, he might be a sorcerer, but he's also a victim. So maybe that's why he said, like, I don't know, it's just what I think. Like, that's what I took from that scene. Like, that's why Kaiman was like, I don't understand. I myself kill sorcerers, but this felt a little bit wrong. I didn't like it. So he was in a little bit of a bad mood, you could see. Yeah. Again, that's just my interpretation of the scene. I might be wrong. Maybe it's something else. Something else might be the reason. But he was not feeling okay. So you can see his mood was not good. He goes to Nikaido and he tries to interact with her, but Nikaido was still feeling under the weather. And then Kaiman realized that, and Kaiman's like, okay, like I'll leave. Like, see you later then. And then when he is returning, you could see the rain actually stops here, and I'm assuming that's why Nikaido probably feels a little bit better. Also, I'm pretty sure even if the rain didn't stop, Nikaido probably would have come to the window, because I guess Nikaido realized that Kaiman, something was bothering him, and that's why he came here to eat or talk to Nikaido, but Nikaido was feeling under the weather, so Kaiman was leaving, and I guess Nikaido realized that. That's why in the end, she came to the window and she was like, "Oh, want to have dinner here?" Yeah. Right, but like I said, you could also see the rain actually stopped then, so that is also probably that also helped her. Helped her, I don't know. She probably feel better because of that. because like the magic traces, I guess the magic traces were, and like I'm assuming, like this is the thing, I'm assuming every single person who is not like like every single person who's affected by magic, I guess everyone gets affected by the rain, that means, right? So everyone just stays in their room, I'm assuming, like everyone is feeling the same as Nikaido, except Kaiman, obviously, because it doesn't work on him. Yeah, I'm assuming that's the case, right? Or no, wait. No, the doctor, not doctor, but that guy, he said that it's harmful for us. But yeah, you know what? Harmful doesn't actually mean that feeling under the weather, right? So I'm guessing people are just probably when it rains, people just stay inside. They cannot even get out because if the rain gets them, they're going to get affected because it's magic. Yeah, so it's not as if people are feeling under the weather or anything. They just cannot get out at all because it's like acid rain basically. Like it's just going to get to you. Except Kaiman, who is like resistant to it, so he's fine. He can just go out and about. But everyone else, I'm guessing, they stays inside because of the rain. Okay. Now, anyways, that was what was going on with Kaiman and Nikaido, while we have Shin and Noi here getting called to like a dinner by N. Not only that, N had this conversation with that guy, the guy who he chopped up. Again, I watched that section, and they didn't really make it clear why he's like hunting down these sorcerers or what he's trying to interrogate them about, but it's pretty clear that it's probably something. It has probably something to do with that sorcerer, that Kaiman has come in contact with, and that's why he is trying to. He has asked Shin and Noi to go and take out Kaiman, maybe because they can get more information out of him. Either way, in this dinner party or whatever, Ebisu and that guy was also called, so they bring Ebisu to have a proper dress. And turns out the dress was a puzzle type dress. I don't know why they made her wear that. Yeah, it's crazy. I have no idea what that was, but apparently N was the one who prepared it for them. Then we had Noi and Shin as well. They were also attending the dinner. You know, they meet these two, and I guess he's like big fans of them, so he's shaking their hands. He's like, "Oh my God, you too!" Right, but ultimately they get called to the dinner. This is where Noi takes out her jacket, and I was like, yeah, there was a possibility that like I was like, yeah, that's probably a girl because the voice was pretty feminine, but there's a possibility like it might be a guy with a feminine voice as well. So that's why I wasn't 100% sure. But yeah, the Noi, like yeah, like when she takes out her jacket, we can see that she's a lady. And Shin, obviously, we've seen Shin's face before as well, so it wasn't really that much of a surprise. And then in the dinner party, they're all being served mushrooms. So this is where N gives Shin and Noi the task of going and taking out Kaiman, and they are very happy when they realize that they'll actually be fist fighting him. As for the dude, what was his name? Oh no, he says that Noi, I want you to fix Ebisu. So, okay, so Noi can fix Ebisu, I'm assuming. Like, I don't know exactly how, but maybe something related to her magic. And then we have Aitaka and Maitake, who were trying to assassinate him. And these two weren't actually the real Aitaka and Maitake. They were like some people here to like try to target his life. But N literally just made them into mushrooms. And then he's like, oh, use these mushrooms for tomorrow's dinner or whatever. And that is when Shin realized what they were being fed up until now were probably other human beings or other sorcerers. So he's like, what the hell is wrong with you? And he almost threw up. Not almost, but he actually threw up there. Okay. Now, all of that was happening over there. Now, here, we have Nikaido and Kaiman trying to track down this acupuncturist who is a sorcerer. and like they come to this place, and like they take a hotel to stay for the night. Like Nikaido goes to buy some groceries, and on the way while she was coming back, she gets like attacked by these guys who are trying to get her stuff. So she easily took them out, as you can see. She's pretty damn strong. um she like punched one person's eyeball out. Like, if that's not strong, I don't know what is. Like, can you imagine punching someone's eyeballs out? What the hell is that? And she just like just slice someone's top part of the head out, like as if it was butter. Like, it's like as if she was cutting butter, like that. Like, she's pretty damn strong, you can see that. Like, like, I cannot even imagine, like, like, it's a skull. To cut someone's skull open, you have to give a lot of pressure, right? It's not like she just did it like this, as if she was cutting butter or something. Like, like a slice of butter, just like, yeah. Like, so these show that how strong she is. I don't know why she is this strong. It's kind of abnormal how strong she is. So I do wonder if there's something special about her or something, because there must be. Like, I'm assuming she's supposed to be the main like one of the main characters of this show. There must be something about her. That's why I'm thinking, like, she looks human, but maybe there's some kind of secret to her. Like, because her strength is like abnormal. Like, Kaiman's pretty strong as well, but it makes sense for Kaiman, because Kaiman is like this lizard, like this transformed lizard type of person. But for her, yeah, there must be some kind of special, like, like speciality to her, which maybe later on we'll get to know. Like, why is she so damn strong? Anyways, so she gets to know the acupuncturist's like the thing, the voucher thing, and then they go to this place, and Kaiman grabs one of the saucers that he could find in front of him, and just puts his face in it. Just eats him, swallows him whole. And then the person inside of him, we actually see the person inside of him, like, properly. And you can see there's a few weird things going on here. First and foremost, he's standing, and then he has two things on his side. I don't know what that is. It seems like there's a table with two jars. What is that? Like, we didn't see this in the previous episode. I have no clue what that is. But this time, the guy is like, oh, you're not the person. And then Kaiman is like, oh, what did the person inside say? And he's like, you're not the person. Kaiman is like, okay, then I'll kill you. But then he's like, bro, chill. You're here to do acupuncture, right? I'm the person. I can do it. I can change your face. And then Kaiman is like, oh, no, it's not going to work. Magic doesn't work on me. So he still tries anyway. And for Nikaido, he does a acupuncture fortune telling, where he says that Nikaido's heart is in danger. Then we get to see, yeah, nothing really happened to Kaiman. He just shed his skin. I guess that's all that happened because of the acupuncture. Either way, in the final scene, we see Shin and Noi. The door opens and they're here. They're here to hunt down Kaiman and Nikaido. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. Anyways, that was episode number 2 of Dorohedoro. So many questions, but I guess we'll have to wait and see how these questions gets answered, or when these questions gets answered. Let's just wait and see. And yeah, that is it. That was my reaction. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Dorohedoro. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.